We all love the UFC, right? And who's to thank more for the exciting nights than the president, Dana White himself? But there's just a few things you should know about Dana and his life behind the closed doors. But before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks. Number 5. His biggest regret. In a 2013 interview, Dana White once said that his biggest regret was failing to sign Fedor Emelianenko to the UFC. The effort to strike a deal with Fedor's shady management group, headed by Vadim Finkelstein, was a major challenge for the Ultimate Fighting champion. White recalls nearly signing a big-money fight between Fedor and Brock Lesnar, but right before the deal with UFC was finalized, Fedor's father died and was convinced to retire. Gutted for Dana and the fans, eh? Number 4. He has a gambling addiction. The king of MMA is so addicted to gambling that even his mother accused him of having it in his blood so much that he can lose $1 million gambling in hours and just shrug it off like it's nothing. Besides, he's been reported to bet $50,000 per hand in blackjack, not walk away from the casino until he makes $5 million. That's crazy if you ask me. Number 3. The Whitey Bulger gang attack. In the 1980s, Dana White held boxing classes whilst living as a young man in Boston. He held the classes at a gym in South Boston until the infamous Boston mobster Whitey Bulger and his gang got wind of his business activities. At one point, henchmen for the mobster approached White demanding $2,500 in protection money that White was never going to give up. When they demanded he had to pay the money by the following day, White said he bought a ticket for the next flight to Las Vegas to remove himself from the situation. He is upfront about being run out of town by the mobsters, but heard in other versions of the story White was actually beaten up in order to pay. However, in his recent retellings of the story, White failed to mention that the crew got physical with him at all. Number 2. No limit to his income. When UFC was sold to investors in 2016 for $4 billion, a lot of people made millions of dollars. And as the president of the lucrative MMA organization, Dana White was one of those people. He reported 9% ownership stake. May not sound overwhelming, but it translates into several $100 million. His new contract guarantees him the 9% ownership for 5 years. So as the fortunes of UFC rise, so will Mr. White's significant income increase. This deal gives him every incentive to make UFC even more successful as it's been to date. As the popularity of MMA continues to increase around the world, White's potential income from UFC has no limits. Number 1. He has Menieres disease. Menieres disease is a rare condition that causes a person to suffer dizzy spells, i.e. vertigo, a ringing sound that lasts for hours in the ear, and occasional hearing loss. It's something that a person gets from getting punched too hard. While he never took up pro fighting, it was said that all this was brought on when he was attacked at 21 years of age, suffering severe trauma to his left ear. He even had to miss a UFC show back in 2012 for emergency surgery on his ear. But thanks to the help of Alex Rodriguez, he was able to go to Germany to have it treated via an orthokene procedure. Did we miss anything on this list? Let us know your thoughts about the king of MMA, Dana White, in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.